Welcome back to the Akron Career Tech Morning Show podcast. I'm your host Yada, and today I'm going to talk about news directors, and news anchors. News anchors talk about daily subjects like what's going on in the world, stuff like that. Editors edit videos, edit softwares, edit content. They cut stuff out, so if something messed up, they cut that out. People too loud, they cut that out. Talking too much, they cut that out. Directors manage the crew and people around them. They overall manage everything on set. I'm gonna move on to analysis. Analysis is a deep dive into information. Research is like gathering information and stuff like that. That's all I got.
Hello guys, welcome back to the Akron Career Tech Morning Show podcast. I'm your host Donald, and we're going to be talking about what a director and news anchor do. All right. So a director basically tells what the cast and technical crew should do when they're being recorded. An editor edits the video or film that is made afterwards for the final product and such. A news anchor is a journalist or broadcaster who basically is the voice or face of a company or production crew. Yeah, that's all.
Welcome back to the Akron Career Tech Morning Show podcast. I'm your host, Sir Kai. I'm going to talk about editing, directing, news anchor, and the vocabulary words. News anchor is a person like a journalist or broadcaster who serves the primary presence on national TV or on radio or even on newspaper, like audio and stuff. Editing, you can crop stuff out and you can cut stuff out like the words or how you're sitting or what you're doing. And directing is you're coaching your actors like on their scripts, make sure they know what they're talking about. You're teaching them stuff. The vocabulary words is research. It's like you're doing an investigation of something and you're finding out about something. Engaging is having an interest or finding interest, like basically in what somebody's talking about, engaging in it. Analysis is giving like a deep investigation about something. You're talking about the texture. You're talking about what it looks like and stuff like that. Concise is you're doing the same thing, but you're breaking it down into like little sentences. And I'm your host, Sir Kai, and I'm done.
Welcome back to the Akron Career Tech Morning Show podcast. I'm your host, Quintez, and I'm going to be talking about directors, news anchors, and editors. So, news anchors, they talk on the news about weather and like daily stuff. And the editors, they get the last say in the script before they pass it on to the director. And then the director tells the news anchor to do what to do with it, right? The director, they got to be really concise and all that. They got to tell them what to do. Make sure they know what to say and all that on the news. And editors, back to editors, they got to analyze the script. Yep. They make sure all the research in the script is done right. Make sure nothing is wrong on there. And, pass it on to the director. Yep. That's it.
Welcome to the Akron Career Tech Morning Show podcast. I'm your host, WNBA, and today I'm going to talk about editors, directors, and news anchors. So an editor is someone who edits videos. They edit the background. Like we got a green screen, and Mr. FC, our editor, and he be editing most of our videos. He probably going to edit this one. I don't know. And a director is somebody who directs the cast members. They basically the boss of the cast and what's going on the set. And news anchors are basically journalists, and they tell y'all about the news and the daily stuff that's going around and that's all that I got today.
And welcome back to the Akron Career Tech Morning Show podcast. And today your host is Little Z, and I'm going to be talking about what an editor is, a director is, and a news anchor is. Editor is a person that edit out the bad stuff and leave the good stuff, and you can edit your pictures, your videos, and stuff like that. And the director is the people that help the person that's gonna interview before they start, like with their hand motions and tell them to sit up and stuff like that. A news anchor is a journalist and a broadcaster, and I'm going to tell y'all like some vocabulary words about a news anchor. We got research. Research is just investigating and telling facts that you found on social media like Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that, and putting in your own conclusion. And concise is information that you find and making it more clearer. And engaging is something that you find attractive and that catch your attention. And that's all I have for y'all today.
Welcome back to Akron Career Tech Motor Show podcast. Today you got Big Bird with you, know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna teach you about news anchor, director, and editing. So I'm gonna start with editing. Editing could be used as a safe form of pictures or voice art, or you can use TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that. Like YouTube, if you want YouTube Shorts, and doing all that editing and Kaboom and stuff like that. Editing can go so far on how you could do, or like you go on TikTok and you're seeing that editings of people are doing edits and stuff like that. It leads on to multiple things that you can even wouldn't know how to do with editing. Editing comes to a certain extent that people know how to do. People know how to edit things out of videos, or if you look at a video game or a TV, they're editing shortcuts for them to smash in there and make it look right. Now I'm talking about the news anchor. The news anchor. News anchor is a word of journalist. Journalists can learn off that and write about what they're doing as they're sort of a kind of director. A director could be used as, I don't know that though. You know what I'm saying? But news anchor could lead a journalist. Journalist leads farther into deep things of like, if I'm watching somebody on TV and they're journalists, you know what I'm saying? Now we'll move on to director. Director can also be used to direct somebody, as in the recording, as in right now. And that can lead on to adding up or telling somebody or what to do, but directing is just that. That's all I got for today. Big Bird out.
Welcome to the Akron Career Tech Motor Show podcast. I'm your host RJ, and today we're going to be talking about 3 things that's in media arts, which is editing, director, and news anchor. First one is editor. An editor is a person who edits videos or plays anything, and they cut parts of the video, add videos into it to make the video look presentable, or whatever it is. A director is a person who is in charge of everything what's going on set. For like a play, they'll have a director. The director controls all the stuff that's going on, which will be handling stopping where to stop at, whatever. Yeah. All right. Then we got news anchor. All right. I kind of forgot what that one is, but we just finna go with news anchor is a person that collect all the information. They also read scripts, not just make them. They one of the important parts of the news because they're the ones that gather all the information for us so we know about today. And back to director, my director is behind the screen. Hi, director. All right. That's it for Akron Career Tech Morning Show podcast. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Akron Career Tech Morning Show podcast. Today I'll be telling y'all about news anchor, directing, and editor. So first, I'll be talking about editor. An editor is somebody who goes in, fix mistakes, feel me? Like if somebody mess up, or cut the video or something like that, they could put the parts together, all that. And a director is somebody who feel me, tell me, like me, what to do. An actor or something like that, feel me? And then a news anchor is like shit. I forgot what that. Yeah, a news anchor is somebody who tells the news and stuff like that. You feel me? Like on TV. And I'm gonna tell y'all one vocabulary word: research, gain information. Yeah. All right, then, chat.
Welcome back to the Active Career Tech Morning Show podcast. I'm your host, Ty. How y'all doing today? I'm doing wonderful. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a director, a news anchor, and a editor. Okay, so first I have an editor. So basically an editor is a person that edits stuff, like basically keep the good stuff in and take the bad stuff out, like cussing and like a part that they didn't want in there, so they had to take it out. So they can like edit good stuff, like they could put like memes in the videos. They could put like funny stuff in the videos, like they can like edit it to stop it and everything. Also, I have a director, so if you filming anything, you gotta have a director to make sure everything is in place, because a director know how to do everything and they tell you how to do it correctly. Okay. Also, I have a news anchor. So basically, a news anchor is like a journalist or a broadcaster. So for an example, like if you see the people on Fox 8 or 19 News or Spectrum News, like the people that sit at the desk and tell you news was going on around the world, and also the people that stands up and tell you about the weather. Okay, so I have some vocabulary words for a news anchor, so I'm going to tell you like a couple of those. Okay, so first I have engaging. So like what I'm doing now, I'm engaging in what I'm talking about, and I'm focused on what I'm talking about. Like I'm engaging into it. So analyze, like I know what I'm going to be talking about and everything. And also I have research. So before I'm talking about what I'm talking about, I got to get research to know what I'm talking about. And I'm Ty, and this is the Active Career Tech Morning Show podcast.
Okay, welcome back to the Active Career Tech Morning Show podcast. I'm Janasia, and I'm finna tell y'all what an editor, director, and news anchor is. An editor is a person who edits the video, like the coloring, the transitions, the making it more advanced for people to like be entertained in the film. Like, yeah. And a director is the person who manages how the film works, basically like directing how the person's supposed to speak, what they supposed to be talking about, do they know what they talking about, and stuff like that. And the director actually is partners with the editor. If you didn't know that. And the news anchor is the presenter of the news, like Fox 8, CNN. Yeah, that's all.
Welcome to the Acting Career Tech Morning Show podcast. I am Brianna, and I'm going to be talking about news anchors, directors, and editors, and what they do and how they work with each other in their occupations. Starting with editors, they fix spelling errors, punctuations, and they do grammar checks. They don't only help you with things like that, they also help you like meet to certain standards that you got to meet. If you have to meet those standards, they add more details into that. And next I have directors. Directors is really like the boss on set. For real, they the boss wherever, like anywhere can really have a director. Directors just boss and make sure everybody is in the place they're supposed to be. They hire and fire people. They just look for like talent and stuff like that, and they just make sure everybody is doing good deeds and making sure they're doing everything right. Next, I have news anchors. News anchors are journalists or a broadcaster, and they deliver news or weather news on radio or the television. The news anchors, they have directors in the back, and they also have editors that help them with their job, and they all just work together. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Active Career Tech Morning Show podcast. I'm your host, Brene, and today I'm going to be talking about editor, director, and news anchor. An editor is basically the person that is editing the videos. Basically like Mr. Epps, he is the media arts teacher for Active Career Tech, and he edits every podcast that we do in his media arts classroom. A director is what I am for the week. Every week, me and my classmates are gonna be a director for our podcast. Basically, what I'm doing right now. A news anchor is a journalist and broadcaster like Mr. Epps, also at downtown. He takes students there that is good to do the podcast. And I'm going to be telling you some of the vocab. It's concise, engaging, analyze, and contact, and research. So research is investigation. Basically like you going to look up something and finding out something like on social media or online. Concise Ooh, I really don't know that one. I'm the director. That's why I really don't know for real. But engaging is interact, like basically interacting with somebody, like you're attractive. Like this video or anybody else's video is attractive and make people want to watch it. And contact, you know, I really don't know audiences for real. But I am your host today, and bye bye, guys.